Holly Leitch is the Conservative Party of Canada leadership candidate that lived in Fort McMurray during her youth and is now the MP for Simcoe Grey in Ontario. Her campaign is largely based on immigration policy that's gotten some people's feathers ruffled, but she asserts that it's a tough but common sense policy that's in the best interests of the security of Canadians. She was in Calgary recently to sign a pledge with Generation Screwed to pay off the debt in 2 years if elected Prime Minister. And I got a chance to talk to her about her campaign, and since it was an event about paying off debt, I decided to ask how she would manage to keep that promise here.
We're going to have to cap government spending, make sure that we as parliamentarians are living within our means, just like everyday Canadians do at home every day. Unlike Justin Trudeau, who wants to gallivant around the globe and give away taxpayers' dollars to people all over the world, I want to make sure Canadians here at home are taken care of, and that means making some priorities.
We also talked about what's different about her leadership campaign. Of course, there are 13 other candidates in the race, and it seems like most of them agree on a lot of issues.
I've been talking about common sense ideas. So whether that be what I've been speaking about on immigration, a common sense policy where we make sure we interview each immigrant, refugee, and visitor coming to Canada, a Senate Standing Committee recommendation, something our country used to do, or common sense ideas like making sure that young Canadians are supported in the future so they can have a prosperous future. That's what I'm talking about. And I've essentially said to folks, enough of the political correctness. There's certain issues that are important to Canadians, and I'm willing to talk about them.
I also asked her about what she thinks the biggest issues facing Canadians are.
Well, look, we have this enormous debt and deficit. Evidence alone that we have young Canadians stepping forward to say enough is enough, and when they expect parliamentarians to hear that. But the other very serious issue is immigration. You know, countries around the globe right now understand this is a serious issue and are having conversations about it. Here at home, Justin Trudeau and his government had their head in the sand, are unwilling to talk about it, said they'd have a plan in November. We've still not seen that plan. And numerous other candidates, even in my own leadership race, that aren't willing to talk about this. This is a serious issue, and as I say, I put forward a common sense policy. In fact, I invite people to go look at my video that outlines it. It's on my website, kellyworks.ca, that talks about face-to-face interviews and making sure individuals coming to Canada accept our Canadian values.
And finally, I asked her whether she would support the fight against ISIS if elected Prime Minister.
Right now, we have troops on the ground, and Canadians always step up, stand up, and support our allies. And so when I'm Prime Minister in 2019, I'll evaluate what's going on, but mark my words, Canadians will continue to step up, stand up, and take care of our allies and protect our Canadian values abroad.
Much of Leitch's policy seems to center around the safety of Canadians, which is the government's #1 job. Immigration is certainly a big issue for Leitch, and she also recently tweeted about fairness when it comes to sanctuary cities. She says that if she becomes Prime Minister, that she'll make these cities ineligible for transit funding. She also doesn't support a carbon tax, and when it comes to firearms legislation, she wants to take the decision-making out of the hands of the RCMP. And of course, she wants to make it legal for women to be able to use pepper spray for self-defense. In order to vote in the CPC leadership race, May 27th, you must have had a CPC membership by March 28th of this year. Of course, we'll keep bringing you the news and updates on the candidates in the race. For the Rebel.media, I'm Holly Nicholas. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to sign up for our YouTube channel. It's free, and a subscription means that you'll never miss a video from any of your favorites. Hit the link to subscribe today.